You go out there and what you catch is what you eat. And we've had weight loss between 16 and 24 pounds. The individuals going through the course.
After 3 weeks of classes, the men now have to use their survival skills. For 7 days, they must think like POWs on the run, hide in the jungle, live off the land, avoid ambushes. It's as close to a real test as the Army could devise, and as in real life, a lot of them won't make it. Under the canopy, 29 American soldiers are on the run, trying to survive for 7 days without food and without being seen. U.S. troops acting as the enemy track the 29 soldiers who are separated into 6 teams. It is prisoner of war training, the toughest the Army has ever offered. The soldiers, who have fashioned backpacks out of brush, move 2 miles a day away from trails. It's the 4th and final week of the Army's new course. The goal is to avoid recapture to get to friendly lines, something fewer than 28 servicemen did of the estimated 1,000 who were captured during the Vietnam War.
Is there a road up there which is less than 100 meters away? Or?
At dusk and dawn, Green Beret instructors find each team to grade its performance.
How long would it take a dog to get on you? It took me less than a minute to get from the road to here.
This grading takes place at the end of day 2. Team 6 is shivering and hungry.
That's a unique place to wear your underwear.
And he has a meager food supply.
These are from the Black Phone?
Yeah.
Black Phone.
But like the others, he loses points for poor security. The team members don't care. They are tired and miserable. By the 3rd morning, the steady rain has made immersion foot a problem. Joseph Castro's feet look like putty. The others are no better off. Discomfort has made them careless. They are thinking only about food.
I found 2 pretty good-sized snails underneath in my hide site there. And me and John cracked them open, wolfed them down. He chewed, I didn't, I just swallowed.
Well, a former Green Beret was hired by the Army to track the escaping soldiers. He keeps the pressure on.
No problem.
On the 4th day, the pressure of pursuit and fatigue was too much for Team 6. A patrol surprised them bathing in a creek.
Well, the story we got was they got you 3 of you buck naked and 2 of you in various stages of getting dressed. We called and verified the story.
No, but that's a
major security violation. It is just like walking down a road. You terminate.
In the final days, 3 more wash out. In all, only 17 soldiers survived the POW training. 17 of 36 who began. The officer in charge, former POW Nick Rowe.
You're hungry, you're tired, you're fighting sleep deprivation, you're fighting dehydration, and you have to keep functioning, and you have to do everything right. Because in the real world, if you screw up, you're dead.
Beautiful. Beautiful. The demonstration of the whelp on glass. You see the base of the glass is left in place. It did not fly. That shows the speed and the intensity of the whelp. You also notice that the hand broke the glass. The hand broke the glass. There's been no conditioning of the hand, no beating the hands into sand, no beating the hands into sawdust, no beating the hands into bean bags. It's all mental conditioning, not physical conditioning. What you're going to see here is you take that mental conditioning, you're going to drive our fingers through the same pieces of white pine board. There's been no physical conditioning of this.
We use a technique we call a whip. And that's a different way of moving the hand. It causes the hand to whip. Will never penetrate the board, but the board will break. To test with speed, we put a game into it. We have Sergeant Rogers will come here and attempt to break the board, and I will stand here with this machete, it'll be sheathed, and try to hit his hand. Now sit here.
drive it through. When you're moving, kind of like that, see? It's kind of like, that wasn't a real bad one. But I want you to know that when you but I want you to know when you get it's a steering kind of motion. You're not
Staring to the eyes right now.
I'm sorry. Really, but you know, if you don't, it looks kind of windy.
Never volunteer, man.
You know, I'll show you iron palm like that. I mean, it looks like nothing. Your hand will just look like that. I'm going to guarantee you hit him in that eye. Those eyes are coming out.
I came out on that one.
Move your hand quick. Here we go. You see?
Yes, I'm not sure to show you that there's no padding or anything. We've got a piece of pipe here. Now, can we take and use this shield against something even harder than wood? We're going to take the shield and the pipe will be struck into the chest area.
Yeah.
Now we're going to transfer the energy that we use, the force that we use to build this shield with inside us, and we're going to take the strike to the neck area.
Going on 3 years now. We have developed a new hand-to-hand program that's not taught anywhere else in the Army, using techniques from the martial arts Kung Tao. The three of us have been involved with 36 lessons. 36 lessons. We've all obtained a black belt, and the techniques you see us do today, we could not do before we started our lessons with the martial arts of Kung Tao. People in the martial art world conditions their body to take strikes. They beat their different parts of their bodies against posts, trees and stuff to harden their bodies so that once they receive a strike at that part of their body, it supposedly doesn't hurt them. We do none of that. We don't beat our arms in post. We do no physical conditioning of our body, such as beating and abusing our body. The shield is all mental. It comes from within. The pipe bent on my chest. Really, my solar plexus area. If your mind does not tell you that you can take the strikes, take the attack of a foe, and be able to attack him back, you cannot do it. The mind does not tell you that that piece of pipe striking you in the chest will not hurt. It will hurt. So what are we saying? Is this all it is to what we do? No. What you have to do now is get into the other forms, the form of movement. If you have any other questions on what you've seen on this film, feel free to contact myself. It's here at Share the Video.